Hello, my name's Kevin Delaney. I'm head professional at Thaden Boys Golf Club. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're looking at the Callaway Big Bertha iron, which has been released this year. We're going to take it out on the course, hit a few shots. We're going to hit some balls on the SkyTrack launch monitor to see what the numbers sort of stack out to and take it out. Right, so today we're looking at the new Callaway Big Bertha 19 iron. This is something that I'm looking forward to hitting. I did review the Apex iron a couple of weeks ago, which if you look back through my videos you'll see. This is something that's a little bit different to what the Apex iron is. The Apex iron is very much what I would see as a better player type of club. This is more of a game improvement club. So sort of looking at the stats, the 7 iron that we've got here is set to about 30 degrees, it's set to 30 degrees, which is relatively strong. You know, standard 7 iron in old money would be about 35 degrees, so 30 degrees, but then that's comparable to the sort of 7 irons that you see across the Callaway range. What they've done is they put something called suspended energy core into the club. Now that is, if we cut this in half, what they've basically done is put tungsten weight in the bottom section of the club, so it lowers the centre of gravity lower down in the club, making it a little bit easier to hit. They've put on the medallion side, on the back of the club here, this section, they've lifted about 30% of the weight out of the club. So I think this is all about making it a lot easier to hit, so effectively you're pushing the weight around the edge, so the area of forgiveness on the golf club is easier. They've kept the sort of 360 cup technology that you see across a lot of the Callaway irons, and with the tungsten weight that they've put in, they've surrounded it in the urethane, similar to what they put with the Apex iron. But the urethane's got holes in it. This is going to sort of work on controlling the sound a little bit from the golf club and increase the feel. So yeah, we're going to take this out, we're going to hit some shots on the SkyTrack launch monitor to see what the numbers sort of stack out to, take it out on the course and see how it performs. Right, so it's really interesting to take that out on the course and hit a few shots. We've done a little bit of chipping, hit a few shots sort of from the fairway, couple of tee shots and stuff like that, and it's nice to see how the club performs, as well as looking at the sort of numbers and that on SkyTrack. My initial thoughts are that is a very, very easy golf club to hit. There were some of the shots I hit were a little bit off centre, and the ball still goes, it flies all right. If anything for me, I mean, bearing in mind it's a 30-degree club, which for me is quite strong on the loft, it flights it too high for a 7 iron. You really do get the sort of popping it up in the air. But I mean, looking at the club, there's a fair bit of offset there, and obviously with the technology that they put in, with you know, introducing that sort of tungsten weight to the sole of the club, you would expect it to pop it up in the air. Spin numbers aren't too high, but you know, for me it flights it a little bit too high. But then to be fair, I'm not the person that this club is particularly designed at. It is a game improvement club, so it's about how easy is it to hit, and definitely the off-centre shots go well. You didn't lose a massive amount of distance depending on where you hit it on the face. It's very, very forgiving. From a chipping point of view, hit a couple of chip shots around the green. You know, it's quite a fat sole, so in comparison to the Apex, for me, it's not as easy to chip with. I found it a little bit harder to judge the distance. It sort of pops up off the face quite quickly, and not as easy to chip as I'd like, but then I suppose it's about what are the wedges like, and I haven't got them to test, so it's just the 7-iron. But from the tee shots and the fairway shots, definitely very easy to hit. If it were me, I'd probably say get a set of these and then maybe go into some speciality wedges, like if you're a Callaway person, use the Mac Daddy wedge or something like that for the sand iron, and even the pitching wedge, because I don't know how much feel you're going to get from these, because they're almost too quick off the face. The way that the club sort of performs, it very much reminds me of an older club that Callaway did, the old Hawkeye VFT iron, which I know was a titanium iron, but the way that the ball sort of flighted and felt off the club face is very, very similar. Yeah, definitely easy to hit. I mean, it's got the, you know, this is a really good golf club. If you're in the market this year for a new set of clubs, and you want something that's nice and easy to hit, something that you're gonna be able to get away with making a few bad shots, this is probably something that's seriously worth considering. It's worth going somewhere, getting fitted and trying them to see how you feel about it. I really like them. I think that the long irons, for me, I'd like to try the longer irons, because I would imagine that you know, they're going to be extremely easy to hit. Personally, my only real criticism is, and this is just a personal thing, I'm not a huge fan of the sort of smoke finish clubs. They look great when you get them, but after a few rounds, a few months, the smoke finish tends to go, and they show the sort of scratches and the little marks and dinks and stuff a little bit more than a normal club. I mean, I've only hit sort of a few holes there and a few shots on the mat, and you can see the sort of sole of the club there. I don't know how well you can see that. It's already starting to mark up. You know, I like the club to stay a little bit nicer for a little bit longer, but definitely something that's worth trying, something that's worth hitting. You know, like I say, if you are in the market this year for a set of golf clubs and you're looking for something that's a little bit easier to hit, something that's quite nice and forgiving, go and give these clubs a try, because they are very, very good. Yeah, I hope you enjoy that. Please feel free to go back through some of my older videos. We don't just do product reviews, I do some sort of instructional things. You know, I'm open to suggestions. If there's anything that you'd like me to look at, please leave a comment, ask me, and I'll do what I can to sort of review anything that you're potentially looking at. If there's any areas of your game that you feel that you need help with, please leave a message on there, and I do try to get back to everybody that leaves messages and things, and you know, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification so you know when these things are going out. We do try to put them out so that it's Monday and Friday each week. And leave any comments. Comments are great. Any feedback that you've got is brilliant. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed it, and good luck if you go and try these this year. Thanks.